guys, we're back to channel 4. Another reaction. We're taking a look at, what again, probably one of the best bands in the hardcore metalcore scene, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about Breakdown of Sanity, just released, a newly released single, ladies and gentlemen. These guys are definitely probably one of the most underrated, underestimated bands out there today, man, because from back in the day, they just hit so hard. Their songs are so hard. Each song is just filled with so much energy, so much intensity, so much hardcoreness, so much deepness, man. You just can't help but get up off your seat and headbang to one of these tracks, man, because they just hit so hard. You know, if you're missing that, like, old school hardcore energy, old school, you know, woe is me kind of vibe, I've already reacted to a bunch of their singles on there. If you guys don't know who they are, be sure to go over there, check them out, because let me just say, you guys will definitely not be disappointed if you're looking for something hard. Because if you guys are looking for something hard-hitting, fast-paced riffages, non-stop breakdowns, these guys are definitely for you, let me just say. I just throw these guys on when I want to just listen to something hard-hitting, just turn my brain off, and when I want to listen to some damn good hard-hitting breakdowns. So be sure to go check these guys out if you've never heard of them. But long story short, they've been on the hiatus for quite some time now. They just now recently started to get some new music coming out, and I think they went through some lineup changes as well over the past couple of years. You know, they just got now a newly released vocalist in the band, so the last one we reacted to was that new singer stepping in, you know, doing a track, and I think he holds up, man. I think he holds pretty up from the past vocalist, you know, definitely sounds similar, definitely has that same energy, definitely has that same growly intensity energy mixed with those like creepy kind of like talky style vocals. They don't really do cleans in the band. They just kind of do like a weird talky style vocal for the chorus in there. I don't know how they would sound normally with no more cleans, because they just go so hard, so fast hitting, they might not have time to write a little clean section in there. They just want to get right back into the breakdowns, right back into the riffs, right back into the double bass. So like these guys are definitely an instrumental band when it comes to that. But like I said, ladies and gentlemen, but before we get started, be sure to subscribe, we appreciate it, and it's real, help me out. If you like Breakdown of Sanity just as much as I do, be sure to like on this video as well. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by, checking out some awesome videos. We're just getting started on these heavy bangers. Ladies and gentlemen, no time wasted. Let's get right into it. It's this Breakdown of Sanity's newest release track titled Torn Pages. Already building up. Already into the riffage, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I just love their tone, man. Just listen to those chugs, man. Go, boys. Fill me in! Oh, man. You can't deny, man. These guys definitely bring the energy. This makes you want to get up. Make your own circle pit. Here with the choppies. Ooh, boys. Keep it going. Oh, with the harmonies! Little fill action! Ooh! The layering of the vocal piece? Oh, boys! What more can you possibly do? We already hit the intensity. We already gone heavy. love those old school dissonant chords, man. Like I said, definitely one of the best in the game. If you want some old school melodic metalcore, give these guys a spin, because their breakdowns are insane. I'm just happy they're back, man. Bands like this need to stay around. We need this kind of band. Oh boys, what are we doing? We're building up again? Boys, are we breakdowning again? 2 breakdowns? In 1 track? Oh boys! Oh, choppies! Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, these guys are nuts. These guys are nuts. They're insane. These guys are freaking insane. Each song is 100 out of 10. Each song just breaks the intensity scale, just breaks the environment of whatever venue they're playing at, and breaks my sanity, in fact, because I never know what to expect when it comes to these guys. All I know is I'm just going to be in for a ride. I'm just going to be transported back in time to where old school melodic metalcore was at its height, was at its best, and even more so now, because what these guys are coming back, man, I'm just so happy that they're coming back, because we need bands like this. We need bands like this that has that old school sound, but has that hardcore feel to it with the modern tones. We just need to have bands like this, man, because a lot of these bands, in my opinion, are sounding samey. They're kind of copying the same kind of poppy, you know, industrial kind of like alternative, formula with like the mix with the electronic stuff kind of thing. We need bands like this, just full on fashion, no beats, no synths, just full on classic metalcore at its best, man. I like that. I definitely like that, man, because the riffage, man, you can't deny the riffage is insane. It's just so catchy, it's so fast, it's so rhythmic, heavy. So when they start doing those choppies, when you start letting those tones play out, man, oh, I love their tone. I love their tone, man. So crispy on the high end with the treble, but on the bass, on the low end side of things, you can hear those chugs ring out just in your ears, man. I love that sort of tone, man. When they start chugging it up, I start get chubbing up, if you know what I'm saying. These guys are definitely insane. Definitely one of my top 10 bands to go back and check out too when I want to listen to this kind of stuff. So ever since 2020, they've been dropping out singles, over the past couple years or something like that. They haven't really announced a new album. They haven't really announced an EP. So maybe now that they got a foothold on the band, they got a foothold on all the band members and stuff like that. So maybe now they're starting to gear up and maybe announcing something with all those previous tracks. I don't know. Just gonna have to wait and see. But there's been a lot of singles, because there's probably at least maybe close to 10 singles at this point. So they have enough just out of the singles game to create a new album. So hopefully they're gearing out for something in the near future. I just can't help but be happy for these guys, because if you guys have been a fan of them since the early days, you definitely know what I'm talking about, because each song sounds like this, each album sounds like this. Somehow they make each song sound different. I have no idea how they do it, but I just love their play style. I love how it just keeps going. They have no breaks, they have no stops, they just keep breaking it down one after another. We have 2 breakdowns in this one, ladies and gentlemen. That's insane. I know I've never heard of I know there's probably only been one or few of many where there were 2 breakdowns or 2 solos in a track, but this one had 2 hard-hitting breakdowns, man. They built me up and dragged me down 2 times in this track, ladies and gentlemen. I can't remember the last song that's ever listened to that's done that, so definitely insane. Definitely surprising nonetheless. I love that, man. I love when bands surprise you. When you think a song's done, they just keep smacking you in the face when you don't least expect it. So I love that sort of thing when it comes to this band. So, but from like I said, man, the new singer is definitely well stepped into the game. He's well stepped in for this band, and he definitely has the old school singers, mentality. He has the old singers, likeness, because they definitely do sound similar, and they definitely do know how to play that same, sort of style when it comes to this kind of band. So, like I said, all props to the new singer, all props to the band members for sticking close, sticking, what makes the band great, and just keep on living, keep on striving to create some good old damn heavy hit music. I'm just super happy and super excited that they've been keeping going after all these years, after all this, stuff behind the scenes. A lot of bands tend to fall apart when that sort of thing happens, but these guys managed to keep going somehow, and I just can't be any more thankful for that. I can glaze these guys all day, but I'm gonna stop now just for my sake. But be sure to hit that subscribe button, especially new here, because we're going through every single band on the channel, and you don't miss out on a single one. Guarantee that, and I'll see you guys in the next one.